Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great back row bargain fifth wheel value from Parkway RV Center. Actually snuck back here today, Saturday. I usually don't get to do videos on Saturday, but right now I don't have anybody on this end of the lot. This is kind of the hidden part of the dealership. And I've got a few fifth wheels over here that we've taken in on trade on some of the fifth wheels that I've been showcasing lately. So I figured why not just show some of these. And today I'm going to look at one that we traded for. This is a 2005 River Canyon by Travel Supreme. The model is a 34RLTSO fifth wheel. It's 35 feet long, weighs 10,500 pounds, and I'm doing this. There's not a lot of information on the internet, so I'm going by mostly memory. I believe it should have about 1,800 pound hitch weight. And these are Travel Supremes, which of course was one of the old school brands that really made a good product. And I know this is their kind of base model, entry-level model, but still pretty nice. And a couple of things I'm gonna point out. I'm gonna take this thing off. It's got a fifth wheel gooseneck adapter. Those things are dangerous. People don't realize these things are designed for just occasional use, not for everyday use. And those things can actually come off and make you lose your fifth wheel. In fact, a lot of insurance companies now are requiring people to take those off their fifth wheels and tow it with a fifth wheel hitch. So I'm taking that off. And so it's going to have a regular fifth wheel hitch. You don't have to worry about a gooseneck. And we do have delivery available. Now guys, this is a back row bargain. It's 100% as is, no checkout, no guarantees whatsoever. That's not a bad unit. The story I got, the guy that traded in, his dad lived in this for about a year up toward northern Tennessee, and fortunately he got with his health that he had to go to nursing home. So they traded in on something small that they could use for their family for camping. And it's not bad. It doesn't really have any smoke odors in it. Outside is a little weathered looking. Of course, heck, it's, it's 16 years old. You got to expect that. It's got 50 amp electrical service. I've got the little small generator ran to it. Tires look good. Slide outs work. And I'll point out any good and bad about it as I go through it. Like any 05 model, it's going to have some striping and decal issues where they've kind of, sun's gotten to them over the years. Does have a cover for the front that's in the belly that goes on these snaps, so you get a lot of extra storage right there. You put that cover on and you got a little storage building right there. And a lot of people do that live in fifth wheels. Got an awning. I'm not sure what kind of shape it's in. Stripes, like I said, typical 2005 model. But this is something for somebody that needs something to live in that's affordable. You don't care about that. I mean, you can always replace those later on if you want to. 10-gallon water heater, and they do sell stripe kits on eBay and Amazon that you can put on this if you want to pay somebody to do it, but strictly cosmetic. Let's look inside, guys. And inside, this thing is not smoked up, doesn't have any signs of pets. And this is pretty much how it came in, guys. We haven't done anything to it, haven't cleaned it up. For this era of fifth wheel, this thing's really nice. I don't think those chairs in the back are original, but it does have a very livable floor plan. And I love that massive TV they left in here. Got a fireplace, stereo, solid wood cabinets. You got a desk office area, which is so important to have when you're living in one, because it's a place to put your computer, do your business, pay bills, etc., etc. You do have a little breakfast bar area with the bar stools. This all looks original. Sleeper sofa and table and chairs. Carpet's original. It could probably stand a good cleaning. I mean, if you just really wanted to make it nice, go ahead and replace it, but I mean, you'd probably get by just renting one of those Stanley steamers for the weekend or have them come out and clean it for you. Got a residential style ceiling fan. Nice kitchen area. The refrigerator is actually getting cold. I've left the generator running long enough that the freezer's starting to get cold, so I know it works. It's an 8 cubic foot RV refrigerator. It's got a 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. And again, guys, besides what I'm showing you, I don't know what works and what doesn't. Unfortunately, my generator won't pull an air conditioner. So what we normally do with these as-is units like this, guys, you let us know you're coming. We'll run power down here or run a bigger generator and turn everything on, let you do your own inspection. You can leave the fridge on, let it get cold. You can get the air's going. If it works, you can see for yourself what works and what doesn't before deciding to buy it or not. Guys, there is absolutely no repairs that we're doing to this. We're not giving you any orientation besides showing you how to put the slide outs in. This is a strictly hook and book deal. You hook it to your truck, bring the rooms in, pay for it, take it off. Take it wherever you want to take it. Ceiling looks good. I mean, there might be a couple of small stains in the ceiling. Nothing that just stands out. I think in the bathroom and in one of the seams there's, and I'll show it to you when we go up there. I'll show you anything I see wrong with it, guys. Got surround sound speakers. You know, it is what it is, guys. Let me tell you something. Right now, $99.95 to find something like this is something you're not going to find every day. And I like the fact it's not smoked. I don't smoke. So when I'm in one that's been heavily smoked in, it's like an alarm goes off in my head. And I really don't even like to shoot a video on one that's got smoke odors, to be honest with you. It drives me crazy. But this one right here, guys, it is what it is. You know, it's everything you're going to expect a triple slide fifth wheel for $99.95 to be. But it's a well-made brand. It's a Travel Supreme, even though I know it's a River Canyon. But guys, it's, you know, it's still a good brand. You know, Travel Supreme ranks up there with like Carriage and Teton and all that. So it's definitely a well-built brand. I mean, solid wood and all that, guys. Refrigerator looks clean, doesn't have any odors in it. And like I said, I've had the generator on it roughly an hour, so it's enough that you can tell the back of the freezer. In fact, I know you can't see it in the video, but it's starting to get a little ice on it. And like I said, guys, it is what it is. I'm not going to make it look like a $60,000 fifth wheel, but like I said, for a budget fifth wheel, this one's hard to beat. And I try to carry something for everybody, guys. You can look around the skylight. I don't see any signs of leaks up there. I seen a little stain somewhere up here, but I mean, it was not even worth mentioning. But again, I like to show you everything. I just don't see it. I'm sure it'll pop up here in a minute. Toilet closet. Fantastic. Yeah, right here. Ah, gosh, I don't know if you can see that, guys. That's obviously from a very old leak. That's obviously not now, but right there in front of that vent. It does have washer and dryer hookups. Does not have one, but you know, if you want a price on us adding one for you, let us know. We'll get you a price. Oh. Sorry about that. Queen bed in the front, which is about all you could get back then. You don't see many 05s with king beds in them. Got a closet across the front, chest of drawers at the head of the bed, overhead storage. Guys, it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna tell you though, I've seen a whole lot worse for this price. A whole lot worse for 10 grand than this. This would be ideal for a live-in unit, temporary or permanent residence. If you got in-laws moving in or kids coming back, need a place to live, as long as you don't have an ordinance against it, put this in your yard, set it up. They can still be independent, still have their own place, and you're out the expense of trying to build onto your house or build a guest house for, and guys, you're not going to build a guest house for 10 grand. You can't even, you can't even get the plans drawn up and get the framework for the foundation set up for 10 grand. So, I mean, definitely a good buy for somebody looking for something like this. Now, of course, I know a lot of you are looking at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 fifth wheels, and I've got plenty of those guys. So you might, this might not be something you're interested in, but for somebody that just wants to spend a little bit of money, here you go. If you just want to buy a fifth wheel and use it for camping and you don't want to spend a lot of money, here you go. Good thing about this one right here, an 05 for $99.95, guys, it's not going to lose much money. You keep this thing 4 or 5 years, keep it in good shape, you'll still get probably close to what you paid for it back out of it if you sell it yourself. So that's the good thing. Versus buying a brand new one that loses 33% depreciation the second you take it off the dealer's lot. It becomes used, it loses 1/3 of whatever you just paid for it. But chances are, you financed it, you still owe for a new RV, but you got a used one that's worth 1/3 less. 2 years, it's worth 50%. Or 3 or 4 years, excuse me, right now, it'd be worth about 50%. Of course, like I said, the depreciation drops a whole lot more than your payoff. Now, guys, believe it or not, I still have financing for an 05. You may have to have a little bit of money down, and guys, you got to have good credit. Okay, RVs, even if you're going to live in it, the bank considers them a luxury item. In fact, many banks will turn you down if you tell them you're going to live in it. So my advice is, if you're going to buy it to live in, don't tell us. Don't tell the bank. Just keep that to yourselves. That way, nobody's lying. But and same way with the insurance company too. Don't ever tell your insurance company you're living in an RV, because they won't cover it. But guys, like I said, if this is something you're interested in, 706-965-7929 is our phone number. If you got questions, call us. You can email sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. I'll have pictures of this thing on our website, parkway.rvcenter.com. Because again, it's as is, where is. Now, guys, if you don't know your way around a toolbox, if you don't have the money or the ability to fix it yourself, I do not recommend a back row bargain. Even though this one right here is probably fine like it is. But just to cover myself, I recommend you get one with a full checkout warranty, and of course they're quite a bit more money. But I just did one the other day for $17,900 with a full checkout. That, to be honest with you, is probably as nice as this one. So I do not recommend back row bargains if you don't have the means or the ability to do repair work yourself. And guys, on this older stuff like this, I just price it for what I have in it, let it go, sell it, move on to something else. I do take trade-ins, by the way, within reason. I'm not going to take a piece of junk trade-in, guys. I mean, if you got something the ceiling's falling out of, the trees fell on it, and refrigerator caught on fire, and the floor got so much water damage you step through it, best thing you can do is junk it, because I don't want it. I'll take pretty much anything on trade, but there's got to be a certain line as far as condition that I'm not going to take less. And I made one guy so mad the other day, I rejected his trade-in entirely. I mean, it was so rough. But guys, I have that right. If it's if it's not what you say it is, and I put a figure on it, I'm going to reject it or lower the price. If you bring me a hunk of junk, I'm going to tell you to take that hunk of junk back home with you. I don't want it. I'm not a junk RV disposal place right here, guys. I'm a business, and if it's not something that I feel comfortable selling to my customers, I don't want it on trade. Even if I lose a deal, I don't want it. And I do the back row bargains, but you may have noticed I've got less and less units on there. So this one right here, $99.95, which I don't really think needs much of anything besides cosmetic stuff. I mean, if you want to clean the carpet or replace it, if you want to paint or replace the stripes on it, other than that, I think the inside of this thing will make somebody a fine fifth wheel, and they can use for quite a while. You know, I know in our area, apartment's about $800-900 a month for a basic little apartment. Why? When you can buy something like this for less than a year of rent on an apartment, and it's yours to keep. You get a title to it. You can sell it, trade it, finance it, whatever you want to do. You live in an apartment for a year, or most places make you pay do an 18-month lease. After 18 months, you spent, you know, dang near $20,000 in rent. You got absolutely nothing to show for it besides having a roof over your head for the past year and a half. You've got no equity. This right here, at least you got, it may not be like a house, but you're putting equity in something. You know, get you a short-term loan from your bank or finance company or credit union. You don't need long terms on a $10,000 loan. Get you a lot somewhere, family property, or you may already have some property you can put this on. Always check your local ordinances before, and I can't stress this to you enough, guys. If you're going to live in a RV, check your local city, county ordinances. Make sure you're not breaking them, because I've had so many people buy something to live in. They take it to where they're going to keep it at. County inspector knocking on the door, writing tickets, said you can't live in an RV in this county or in this city. It's against the ordinances. And you get a ticket for hundreds of dollars, and you get tickets constantly for as long as you're there. I've seen it happen several times, guys, and that's why I always tell people, it's your responsibility to do your due diligence and your homework. Get your ducks in a row, because that's not our job. We're here to sell RVs, not tell you where you can and can't put one. You know, once it crosses that curve, it's not our problem anymore. So, now certainly if that happens, guys, we'll work something out. We'll try to buy it back, put it on consignment, trade into something else. I mean, we'll do our best, and that has happened. We've helped a lot of people, even though they made a mistake. We've still helped them. We'll help you if that happens. But, guys, please do your homework and your research. And if all else fails, call your courthouse if you're not sure. In fact, I always call. What I recommend doing is call your courthouse or whoever you need to talk to about the ordinances. Make sure you get their name, phone number, date, and time that you called. And that way you got a record for it in case you do buy it and what they say winds up not being true. So, at least that way you got somebody to fall back on. But anyway, guys, $99.95 plus applicable sales tax, haggle free, firm. Guys, you can't find anything like this for $99.95, period. Not in COVID RV Sales 2020. But thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, guys. Stay tuned. I'll have some more coming up. And just got a shipment in of destination trailers since I found out that Forest River is not building destination trailers until summer 2021. I am stocking up on used destination trailers for live-ins. I've already got about 8 of them, so I'm gonna be shooting videos on them after I do a couple more of these fifth wheels. But thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned to my channel. I try to post something for everybody's price range within reason. 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 40, 50, 60, 100, whatever you want to spend, guys. I've got RVs to meet that budget, and pretty decent ones too, especially for this lower end price. This is actually a pretty high end fifth wheel for that price. Oh, got a little spot up here too, guys. And again, I'm pointing this out because I don't want you coming up here, well, I didn't see that in the video or pictures or whatever. There you go. I'll be as honest as I can. This thing's 16 years old. It's not new. No matter how much money you put in it, it will never be new again. But it's nice. For a 16-year-old fifth wheel, this is nicer than most. I can tell it's not been out in the hot weather because it's got the wallpaper border and it's not peeling up. I don't see any wrinkled panels, no soft spots. This is a pretty solid fifth wheel for 10 grand. But thank you again for watching. Come out and look for it yourself. Again, let us know you're coming. We'll run power to it, let you do your own inspection before you decide if you want to take it or not. Thank you again, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Also forgot to mention, guys, delivery is available free up to 100 miles one way, and after that, we just charge you whatever it costs us to in fuel and my driver's pay to get it there and get my driver back home. But thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.